Hello, folks. Welcome to the Dawn Brooks Show. A-game. I hope everybody's doing okay. How are you, Miss Von Burton?
I'm peachy.
Okay. Well, last time we did my rendition of Case at the Bat, and I asked people if they knew what was a fallacy in that story. So I want to clear that up right now. All the comments are in, and we'll be announcing the winner real soon. And I know the winner is excited about getting a picture of Miss Von Burton and Mr. Brooks together autographed. She's excited about it too. But in Case at the Bat, if Casey was this feared slugger that everybody feared, the opponents feared, based in baseball, what do you do with a feared slugger if there's an open base? You walk him. And if they're walking, there would be no need for the drama. But they chose not to walk him. So that was a managerial decision, which really didn't make sense if you're a real baseball fan. That's the answer to the Case at the Bat question. Now, this episode is a little more serious. And the question I want to ask is, why are we so concerned about what other people think of? So the name of this one is Approval Not Necessary. Approval not necessary. You know, in light of everything that's going on, oh, they're going to take my job. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. You can do anything you want to do, and you don't need, how should I say this, and forget about political correct. You don't need the white man's approval to do anything in this world. You can make it if you try. Now, I'm not saying that we're not owed things. We still are owed things. I'm still a believer in affirmative action. I still think affirmative action is necessary. They talk about the woke movement. Yeah, we need a woke movement. We need diversity, equity, and inclusion. They call it DEI. Yeah, DEI. Do not let other people define you. That's what this is about. Do not let other people make things a bad word. There's nothing wrong with the woke movement. There's nothing wrong with wanting your fair share. But you can't let roadblocks make you say, well, I give up. We can do anything. You know, and where do we get the news from? Usually the internet or CBS, NBC, whatever, we get the news from those channels. Think and do some research before you decide where you're going to get your news from. NPR, I know they're trying to get rid of NPR, but while it's there, take advantage of it. I've always talked to you about The Villager. This is a black-owned newspaper. I'm sure they have a Hispanic equivalent, if you will, of this. I wish I knew what it was so I could give it some advertisement, but I would like to know. Eva, she's a friend of mine. Find out for me, and you probably already know. I'm sure there's a Hispanic newspaper equivalent to The Villager and the Hispanic community. Don't rely on certain races, certain culture to make you, to give you the facts. Do some research. You know, you've heard of Jasmine Crockett, haven't you?
Yes.
She's quite a character, but more than a character, forget all of her theatrics and things like that. She tells the truth. She tells the truth, and you can tell when a minority is being truthful and when the establishment fears them. They start making up stuff. They start nitpicking. They talk about her eyelashes. They talk about the way she talks. And I love what she said. One time I just fell out laughing. They were talking about the way she speaks, and she said, she looked at me and she said, I talk the way I want to. I loved it. I love that woman. The point is, don't wait for somebody to define you. Don't let anybody else define you. You define yourself. Do your research. There's things out there. There are people out there. And in the meantime, while you're doing your research, pick up the Villager. It's free in most HEBs. Pick up the Villager. Do your research. Listen to news outside of the mainstream. And that's about it for this episode. I will see you next week. Oh. And by the way, in a future episode, I'm going to do the follow-up to Case at the Bat. And this is going to be a poem written by yours truly. And as Miss Von Burton was so appalled at Casey being struck out, she said, "What kind of story is this? A hero gets struck out?" Well, there's a second part to it. And we're going to do that in the next 2 or 3 episodes. See y'all later.
Bye.